hiccups lately due to some roster changes, obviously, since one of their players is here with the Party Astronauts. All right, enough of the chatter. We are headed in to map number 2 of Mirage, where I feel like the Party Astronauts will have a bit of an edge momentum-wise, but like you were alluding to, Fine, rightfully so, the 14-16 overtime loss for Boss against Nouns gives a little bit of hope for them here.
Yeah, well, I mean, certainly in the map pool, there's still definitely some confidence on this map, but just insane individuals here for Party Astronauts. Are they going to show their stuff? Instead, it's Fruit Cup. Oh, he's messing around on the ladder, though, and it's peeping. The king of these pistol rounds right now. Slight does charge for it, but immediately gets sideswiped as everyone is going down quickly. Darty does magically, miraculously find 2 through the smoke. Are you kidding? But he immediately needs a gush. He needs an instant headshot here. Him versus OG Wizard, 2 prodigies on either side of the server, either side of the steps, and the headshot will connect there for OG Wizard. Oh my god, a roller coaster of a pistol round to kick off for Raj.
And OG Wizard just misses out on getting that plant bonus there as well for himself anyway. Darty, someone check in PC. What was that? Crazy shot through the smoke. Ah, man, a little bit of luck going almost a long way
Heard
there.
the footsteps, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I know.
Still ridiculous.
I'm just messing around. But yeah, totally a ridiculous shot, even with the audio cue, and almost clutches out the 1v1. That would have been an insane comeback for Boss on a pistol round that was not favoring them at all. Now they won't be able to buy much of anything. It's going to be 4 USPs and the 5.7, 1 piece of utils, the flashbang, and a full-on stack towards the A site, which is where the bomb is. Now they're going to get aggressive. I kind of like it. We'll see if it pans out. Lots of damage dealt out, but no frags for the Party Astronauts yet. They have to realize the stack is here. They say, okay, you know what? Let's just go into it and collect some bodies. Beeping is back to his usual ways of 3K again, and it's all over pretty much before it even starts.
Yeah, Party Astronauts, a very astute team. They recognize that they can actually end the round by killing all 5 players, and that's faster than planting the bomb and having it explode. Very I'm just messing around. Party Astronauts, I think they're just feeling supremely confident. They're just like, oh, all 5 players are here. Well, let's just be better than them. And Peeping is currently 5-1, so why not?
No, Peeping is looking phenomenal. And I mean, again, he was always a prospect for me even before he joined up with Elevate. And now I think the Party Astronauts were wise to get him on the roster. This is going to bear fruit, I think, overall as they move forward. Against Boss here, he's just having a wicked game. And I think Boss need to find something to build off of, because so far it's just looking like Anubis is continuing on here towards Mirage in terms of the gameplay.
This round a little bit slower, though, and this is actually where positioning does matter. Party Astronauts were stuck behind a smoke top middle, so they actually didn't go forward with their mid control. And it leaves them with only 1 smoke in the reserve to make a site execute happen. Oh, this boosts up in a window, though. In a mid-round situation like this, just could be so devastating. There's no information here for Boss. And they're going to start aggressing for it. And it works! They find isolated fights. 2 victories there. And Fruit Cup locking things down with a triple. In mid, actually, one of them stolen away. And my goodness, it just ends.
They don't lose a body. All 5 players survive for Boss, building up their CT side economy, a nice little foundation. And utility-wise, don't have to invest into too much here. In fact, Cryptic, 3 pieces, Slight with a couple, and there you go. Okay, that's a very quick turnaround, although it was technically a bonus round coming through from the Party Astronauts. We'll see how they fare with the 3 AKs and 2 Galils now. Still, lost the shutdown there. Yeah, fantastic
round there for Cryptic. 4 players collapsing in mid at the 50-second mark is something you're just not really prepared for at the D side. Everyone caught in the crossfire. Typically, you have a lurker who's able to react off of that, but Party Astronauts, no such case in that round. That is something to get the wheels turning.
Definitely. Let's hope they can build off of it, at least for their sake. Infinite gets tagged down to 78, and he's gonna fall back a little bit after poking his head out of Palace, waiting for that smoke to fade away. I wonder if they just told him, hey, look, Infinite, go and try to find something.
Oh,
Fruit Cup just
bye.
spams through the smoke. Yeah, see you later. Fruit Cup is absolutely ridiculous right now. I guess he wants to be the star. Cryptic managed to connect on Fang. We got a 4v2 on our hands here in favor of Boss, and the party astronauts are being stymied at every single turn by the young gun Fruit Cup in this round.
Oh, Ben as well, just forced to go through the smoke, and OG Wizard cut down by the setup. I mean, Fruit Cup just lasered that Palace player through the smoke. See you later on that.
Yeah.
He's having a field day here inside a connector, considering the 6-in-16 map he had. Just utterly abysmal. Let's not even try to sweeten the deal. But turning it around here with some good impact.
Yeah, I mean, Fruit Cup, since he's joined up with Boss, has had his ups, his very, very high maps in terms of performance, and some lows as well. And we just saw one of the lows coming through there. But maybe we're going to get the reversal on Mirage. Great to see. As the party astronauts unable to do much of anything with that 2-0 lead. It gets stolen out of their hands. And now they've only got Glocks, 4 Glocks, and the P250. Taking their time, though. Don't want to get too aggressive. They're hoping to catch off a player, maybe get a rifle upgrade. But Boss aren't going to give them too much here. They're playing the buddy system towards Connector. And, I mean, Slight's not going to go anywhere over at Ticket, just holding with the AWP. So not many paths forward here for the party astronauts with those pistols.
Yeah, a little bit worrisome position from Fruit Cup. It's very committed and hard to escape. But eventually he'll just frag his way out of that position, and Freshy, take your quad. All right, as our Kadia player to watch tonight, just gonna pad some of the stats to make it look pretty in the post game. I respect it.
Yeah, and I mean, I wasn't even that worried for Fruit Cup because of the setup they had, right? With Freshy right there, he's just able to spam them down and support his player as Fruit Cup is trying to fade away, and he does more than support, right? He just racks up all the frags, and that'll do it. So Boss, they have their first lead here on Mirage, as the party astronauts are going to come back here with the buy-up. It won't be the best. I'm surprised they don't... I don't want to say I'm surprised they don't go for the half-buy, because you have to go for the rifles here. What I am maybe surprised about is there aren't more Galeals in the mix here to give them utility. This push from Boss, it doesn't pan out at all. Freshy's gone. Fruit Cup gets the trade, though. And I think he'll be content with that. You'd imagine he'd be content with that. He's just going to hang around here and wait for more pushes to come through, as they've gained a lot of map control.
OG Wizard is still making footsteps as well. Okay. Fruit Cup, though, will eventually fall back. Slight, on the other hand, will not. And Fruit Cup's going to try and get escorted in, but they're lining up. Oh, Slight does refrag there. Could have been devastating. Yeah. In the meantime, though, Cryptic as well, starting to push and pull on this aggression. Fang. Here's the boost. Instead, he sees the jump up and knows. He knows the other players down there, and he nails the shot. Cryptic in-game leading and fragging with it. And Slight posted up in the right spot. OG Wizard eats the headshot. And a massive round there for Boss.
I think Cryptic is just so good at calling and fragging, like, at the same time. He's one of those players that's got the gift, and I think that in terms of NA IGLs, this is the guy we're going to be talking about, like, in a year's time. I feel like Cryptic's going to be at the top of North America in terms of IGLing. I know it might seem like a bold call, but the amount of works he puts into the game is insane. It really is. And I think he just needs more time to, like, establish himself. Once he does, goodness me, it's going to be scary to go up against him if you're any team in North America. Anyway, back to the action here. Enough of my waffling. Party astronauts, they've got pistols only coming into this round. And Boss, they're really continuing to put the hurt on. 4 rounds in a row, looking to make it 5.
This round, if they hit the full commit button on it, there's just no way you're breaking a 3-man B setup. But Slight does leave. But so do party astronauts. Gonna try and re-clear towards middle and at least put on some pressure to the defense. Maybe more than just pressure. I see the bomb trying to boost someone up, and they stacked all 5 players here. The commitment, perhaps an overcommitment here from Boss. Now they're scrambling to get themselves back into a playable round, and they have to be aware of a potential window boost. Oh, well,
Wow.
Slight certainly is for that. Instant headshot. And I think this round should settle down as a 3v5. Freshie up top. Oh, but he falls off. A little awkward. And
Oh, no.
Ben Lee with the headshot there. But eventually it does settle on down. Bomb plant, not bad for party astronauts, but 5 rounds for Boss.
I'm surprised they even get the plant, to be honest. I mean, Freshie falling off maybe played a factor there. Not able to stay on top of Ticket, but either way, I mean, nice shot from Ben to give himself a little bit of kill bonus, but that's the only frag that the party astronauts are able to get out of the round. So another 5-2 lead for Boss. This is familiar territory, at least for the party astronauts, going back to Anubis. Let's see if they can mount another recovery as they did on the previous map. Here we go. Round number 8 underway. Finally, party astronauts are going to have the 4 AKs, and more importantly, OG Wizard is on the up, where he impressed us quite a bit on the tail end of Anubis. OG Wizard and Slight, the duel, op versus
he's ready
op.
for it though. Oh my goodness, he's gonna land it.
Ah,
OG Wizard
again.
He's so fast. He's just so fast. Actually, generational diff right there.
That's wild. I mean, I feel like Slight has been losing those duels when it's come to the op versus the op. OG Wizard's just been a hair faster every single time they faced off against each other. So we go on. Smoke's going to get thrown here for the party astronauts. And they have that man advantage with a full minute left on the clock. Nade's going to get tossed forward. Darty, another nade. On it. Not really, but Fruitcup's going to get a headshot on Ben Lee, just trying to creep up Cat, and now Darty's trying to help support him, but Fang has closed the gap. Cryptic gets one, Darty another, 3v2 advantage. Darty hiding behind the wall, pokes out, and gets fragged by Peeping. 2v2, numbers even, bomb still down. They have to recover it. Freshie may be aware of that. I think someone's going to push. He absolutely does, but he gets fragged as Cryptic deals the killing blow to Infinite. 1v1, 24 seconds left. Peeping needs the frag or the plant, and well, he's going to get the plant here. You have to imagine, unless he's still wary of Cryptic, who's now jumped out of window. I like the idea. He's going to go through the apartments, which I don't think Peeping will expect, at least not right away.
Yeah, but as more silence is here on the map. Oh, Peeping, he's locking in. He's going to need to hit a flick. Oh, he's so paranoid about market as well. The last thing he expects is the apartment, and Cryptic plays it perfectly. I would never even do that kind of rotate. I thought Cryptic was going in a market, and when I see him go underpass, he's like, maybe he doesn't have the time for it, but Cryptic knows he just outplayed him. He loves it. 6-2 right now, and you know, Boss, they don't need these kind of ridiculous X-Factor rounds. Like, we saw OG Wizard straight up win that head-to-head on the mid-fight, but just clean play in the late round. That's what you'd like to see.
No, yeah, Cryptic seeing the big brand on his shoulders, honestly. It's a gutsy call to go all the way around underpass towards the apartments, and it works out. I mean, look, the only way Peeping is aware of that is if he takes the initiative and says, okay, I want to see if he's still in market, and tries to peek through market. But that's also a tough call to make, because you say, okay, am I going to peek out when I already have the bomb plant in a 1v1 situation and potentially lose the round, or just tuck myself into a corner? He chooses what most players would, is to just tuck themselves in, and obviously that gives him a little less information. He's flicking around trying to find out where he needs to look, and before he knows it, he's down on the ground in a heap. So, well played from Cryptic and Boss. They isolate the round victory for the party astronauts, who still do have enough cash with that loss bonus and the bomb plant added together to buy up AKs and full util. So this one is going to be another tough one for Boss.
Yeah, but full mid control allows for a 3-man ace stack and double HEs.
I love that.
Freshie with an arsenal available, and Cryptic capitalizing. No one can make it out of A main, and everyone drops. It's just infinite remaining. Cryptic has to switch to the sidearm to make it a 4K, and it is perfection here from Boss.
I think Cryptic's saying, hey, guys, maybe you should have picked me as Kadia player to watch. Like, he was really good on Anubis, too. Oh, goodness me. Cryptic, 14-2. He's only died twice in 9 rounds, and he made that look easy. I mean, great support from his teammates. I mean, obviously that's a setup that he calls in the end, but great support. The 2 nades, I like that idea from Ticket to have them both tossed in towards ramp, and then a flashbang is out. Cryptic swings, great shots and spray control as well on his side, and it's a thing of beauty for Boss, making a gun round look like an eco for the party astronauts. Freak Up gets 1 seed, the second probably has that 2, and why not the third? The spray just works out for him, yeah.
Peace out. I think it was slight a cat. Or rather, my goodness, just I don't know. Fruit Cup just somehow hit that third spray. Oh my god, Boss are not missing. They're firing all cylinders. They're in max comfort right now. Party astronauts hit a nice shot or two to get them into rounds, but Fruit Cup in connector is indomitable. Cryptic has not been broken here on A main. This is fun. This is fun to watch. Also, we've seen this mid smoke come through from Slight. That's gonna be landing here to lock out Bang.
Beautiful smoke, like, and you throw it right away as soon as the round starts.
Yeah.
All right,
Full mid control right now, but look at the B stack here from Boss.
this is where the risk comes in, because not only is it a B stack, but Slight's got the op here, so he's got 1 shot, and then he could get traded immediately. This is scary, and here comes the execute, flashed out, takes the shot, but has to retreat a little bit. Does he even make it out of here? Yeah, he's got to go to the jungle and let them take the site. This is going to be a full-on retake. He hits the shot through the smoke onto Peeping and gets another crack at it. Fruit Cup spamming down Fang. I don't know how PA lose 2 bodies. There's some good smoke ops, I guess.
Hold on.
Oh, and they're cooking again. OG Wizard and Bentley get a couple on back.
Oh, Bentley solo, back to the site though. You're on triple, 3 bullets. Gonna swap out mags, hoping and praying to survive that HC. Surely strikes true.
No!
It doesn't!
What?
Oh my goodness! It just doesn't work out. Bentley eventually drops, however. Cryptic walking forward will find a headshot. He has to know where this last remaining is. Infinite now in the 1 versus 1. And he 1-taps the last. That's the exact return it out here for Party Astronauts that they certainly needed.
There's the individual play coming through from PA again. Infinite with a nice little 2K on the tail end of it. It felt like for a moment at the that Boss would get the edge, but the nade, it looked like it had a trajectory over the box, but it just nicks the tippy top of it and doesn't end up going over, which means that Ben gets to survive a little bit longer, and that delays Boss's advance towards the bomb site enough for the Party Astronauts to adjust to the positioning and find themselves around victory. Finally, after 8 in a row for Boss, Party Astronauts end that win streak, but it costs them quite a few bodies, and you see that in their buy-up. I mean, yes, OG Wizard still has the AWP, but you got a couple of Galils, the AK, and the MAC-10. They're just going to go for an all-up rush, really? Okay. And it works! Ben Lee gets 1, but no! Darty denying a 3-piece for him, and the 4K on for the ace here on the B site. He's still got the pistol out. Molotov lands at his feet, and Fruit Cup will get the last. What a finish this first half as we head to the halftime break. we're back here. Second half of Mirage and Boss impressing everyone. Cryptic and Fruit Cup in particular. 15 frags apiece, 9-3 scoreline. And that was a very electric first half of Counter-Strike fight. I think both teams just going at it toe-to-toe very quickly, round after round. I'm not sure if we're going to see a change in pace here as we head into the second half.
All right. I mean, that round from Darty, I mean, he had 4 kills. He literally doubled his kills with quad. And now he's looking to continue that here on the A site in the pistol. Good opener there from Fang. And peeping. The pistol round god, but he will be put down eventually. Cryptic goes up to 17-4.
Jeez.
And the bomb crosses the site. We've got a fun 3-on-3 with a little bit of flank action here from Infinite, but he reveals his position early. Cryptic knows he has 2 headshots to his name. He would like to add a third here. Infinite flies around the corner. He's drawing attention away. Oh, but they try to scrape around the corner. And oh no! Freshy's got 2 back. It's a 1v1 right now here, John. Freshy holding the cross, but he can't get Infinite. Oh my goodness, the battle of 2 3Ks, and well, it will be Infinite who walks away the victor. Party Astronauts stay alive.
What? That was insane. Back and forth ridiculousness. I don't even know how Infinite gets those 2 shots. Boss got over aggressive in their hunt for him. Didn't have to go as far as they did, and Infinite was happy to oblige with a couple of frags. But then Freshy on the other side gets 1 and then immediately flicks onto the bomb through the smoke, knowing exactly where it was planted, getting that second frag and making it a 1v1. Just beautiful stuff from Infinite to get the last one, though, and keep Party Astronauts in it. You have to see a buy up here for sure. You will from Boss off that bomb plant. 2 AKs, Galil, 2 pistols coming through for them. We'll see how they decide to go about this. Wow.
Did Freshy just take an armorless Glock and a full belt of utility? What a guy.
He did. Yes, he did.
And, well, that AK got dropped over to the Fruit Cup. Or I believe actually to Darty in the situation. And getting some damage down range and putting on the pressure. Rather, that is Fruit Cup in the back of apartments. And so some lethal weaponry available here for Boss. Oh, but not necessarily there for Cryptic. Got a chance to fire 1 bullet. That is all. But boost action here inside of window.
This is...
Slight just make a footstep? I think Slight just made a footstep inside of window.
I
wonder if that was realized.
I don't think it was realized. And I mean, there's a bit of a blind spot here. Oh, okay. OG Wizard realized it. Slight already past that angle, though. OG Wizard could get surprised. Nope, he spots him. And Slight no longer has an advantage. Now they're going to try putting the pressure on from Connector, but Infinite's watching there. Through the box does a ton of damage on Darty and Fruit Cup. Infinite continues to spam wave, finishes his food. OG Wizard helps out as well with a few bites out of Darty and Freshy, and Peeping finds the last. Clean round from the Party Astronauts, and Boss not looking too great in the first 2 rounds again, this time of the second half.
This map ain't done yet. Honestly, the CT side is where I expect Party Astronauts to do their best work. OG Wizard, round victory here. He's gone up.
Boss have been proving themselves pretty potent on these pistol rounds.
We'll give it to them. I do agree. And this one is no different here, John. We got an M4 upgrade for Cryptic. Tons of utility damage.
Cryptic's got to get... Okay, there we go. I was going to say he has to give the M4 to Darty because he's low and Darty has the body armor. So it makes sense. Cryptic done. Yeah, Cryptic's been eliminated. I don't know if they're aware of how much presence Boss has here towards mid because they fall back towards the B site. I think they were potentially wary of the fact that apartments could have been overloaded, and Darty comes through window and just deletes OG Wizard. Infinite requiring another heroic individual effort from him, and nice taps to the head of Freshie. Yeah, well done on his side. We're down to a 3v3. It's honestly anyone's round, as this bomb is going to get planted here. Fruit Cup stuck on only the Deagle and no armor, but one shot from this Deagle could be a difference maker. And he's lined up in a good spot to find it. There's a couple taken, but he can't get the headshot, and Infinite ends him there. Now they're swarming the site. Spike kind of out of his element there, and it's only Darty left.
Oh, and even Infinite still posted up to spawn, but wait a minute, Darty? Oh, he can't reposition in time. He just can't. He went for the gamble in towards CT. He was hoping that Slight would stay alive for just that little extra bit longer. They came very close there. But you talk about it, and you spoke it into existence. Boss are still staying competitive.
Yeah, just that. Those are a pistol round. You see their money now. I mean, they're pretty happy. They save an M4 out of that round. They've got the full buy coming through. We'll see if the party astronauts can fend them off, because that was very nice from them in a round where they didn't invest that much into. All right, now they throw that bomb down right outside of the A site. Two players going for that mid control immediately. They will be challenged a little bit, but the smokes are good, so that forces the party astronauts to send two players charging down mid. A little bit risky, because on the other side, Fruit Cup is waiting with the AK for exactly those pushes to happen. In the end, the party astronauts slowed down their advance. One player watching underpass, the other one watching a potential cap push. As Freshie and Palace create some noise. OG Wizard, what a shot! Just comes around the corner, gets one in the main. Fang eventually pushes up mid to find Fruit Cup, and Cryptic gets a trade, but it costs him so much health. He's probably dead. There it is, 4v2 in favor of PA.
Okay, but Freshie has gotten himself down on the site. So Boss do have some control, and I just needed to get that kill on a Bentley. Slight out in the open, and won't be able to connect on the Infinite either. And the wheels are spinning on the CT side. The deficit suddenly is 2.
Wow, that is incredible from the party astronauts, being down 9-3. Coming into this half, they've surrendered 0 rounds so far, 4 in a row for them. And I mean, if you're Boss, it's probably troubling, because not only are the party astronauts winning these rounds, they're winning them cleanly. Like, a lot of players left alive over 2 of the last 3. And that means the economy starts to build up on CT side, which you don't want to be happening if you're on the attacking end. A little bit of a run boost likely coming through here. There's the smoke pop. Slight about to come around this corner, you have to imagine, but in the end, no run boost, and they just decide to filter out towards top mid behind the smoke. And I think the party astronauts realize this is a bit of a hairy situation, so they do get a little more passive in their positioning.
Peeping. Gonna be forced away by a Molly. Look where he has to use the smoke to
extinguish. Oh no! Oh no!
It's still burning.
What is going on?
Peeping at 1 HP this time. There's no room for error on that grenade, and it will claim him. Oh, Peeping thought of the smoke. You know, it's not a CSGO smoke. It doesn't extinguish the whole darn thing.
Yeah.
Frustration here, and OG Wizard will not win that head-to-head versus Slight like he has in the past. A 3 versus 5 here. Can party astronauts find a way to dig themselves out of this?
That's just unfortunate there for Peeping. Got stuck in that Molotov. The smoke was a bit misthrown, so it doesn't put out the whole Molotov, and he's done. Freshie just ends Penleet's round very decisively. Fang and Infant, last 2 standing. Fang is really on his own at this point. There's nothing
on the cross.
to help him. Yeah.
Good luck. Oh, okay. He does get some luck. Slight misses. First headshot, but surrounded by 3 players. He jumps into the max security prison of that B site, and he will be detained. Boss, now up to 10. And Infinite. Knife out, walking away to spawn.
I mean, the hunt won't happen for Boss because their money is so low after this buy that they are just going to be content to hang around, I would imagine, over in the apartments. Infinite could walk into their direction here on their retreat from the bomb site, so that's a bit of a risk on his side. Could have just stalled out towards A into Palace, but instead, he's putting himself at risk. And this M4 is kind of important. It's not critical, but Peeping needs a drop, no question. And it'll be okay. Yeah, Boss decide to take a more passive approach. Like I mentioned, they don't want to lose the bodies either. They need to keep these guns up because their economy isn't exactly stabilized. But they do get their 10th and their first round of this second half.
So here we go, pushing off. Slight returning again to middle, up top on the boost, but can't quite hit the fast flick. And look what OG Wizard is up to. This molly here from Peeping might force a couple fights, and Peeping successful. OG Wizard behind the smoke, though. Oh my goodness, he cannot stand there for much longer. And will almost get caught. It was almost a 3 versus 5, but as long as that op stands, there's a chance.
Yeah, I think Peeping should have fallen back after throwing that Molotov. Instead, he tries to take the fight forward, and he's just caught kind of pretty much with his hands up without anything that he can possibly do. Yeah, here's the boost from Fang. I should say from Ben lead for Fang. Good flashbang thrown by Boss to
he's up top.
Guy's vision. Yeah, I believe he saw Fruit Cup, or at least got some visibility as he was jumping up, and now they've fallen off the boost completely.
I like this from Party Astronauts. They just concentrate all their players in towards middle. And eventually, they're going to start swinging for information. OG Wizard Bird falling back. Oh, Fang seen, though, pushing forward. And just caught out of position. Infinite, though, has been good for a multi-killer, too, today. But not on this round. 22 and 8 for Cryptic. Slight with the follow-up, and it's just OG Wizard. Not happening.
Wow.
Cryptic can't miss.
What a turnaround. Yeah, Cryptic's ridiculous. 22 and 9, 117 ADR. He has been a monster. And I mean, like, I actually want to just go back and check his stats from map number 1, because even though Boss ended up losing, he was decent. I think he was doing really well in the first half, and then things started to slip away in that second half. But 15 and 16 overall with 1.08 rating. So he was at the top of the scoreboard, regardless of the fact that they ended up losing that map. So yeah, well, I mean, there's really no doubt, as mentioned, that he's been the best player. And even in that first half, it was very one-sided in favor of Boss, but there were multiple rounds where he was at the tip of the spear and delivering frags. All right, we go into it. Round number 19. Timeout was called, but that has now expired. The Party Astronauts trying to talk things over and saying, guys, what the heck do we do? We've got 2K across the board. It's 11-7 for Boss. If we don't force up here, it's also a foregone conclusion that Boss gets a 12th and the pressure will be on. And I mean, there's no choice because a force buy wouldn't yield much anyway, right?
Yeah, the force buy here from Party Astronauts would just be atrocious on the other hand as well. And this will just be... This is a free round win. Already walking up into the B site. To be honest, a little bit too defaulty for my liking. Boss camp, but... Hashtag never punished. Or if I don't even think I needed a hashtag there, but... Alright, Fruit Cup hears the thundering, the stampede inside of Connector, and he'll deal with all of them.
Another crazy performance from a young gun here. This time it's on the other side. Fruit Cup with 20 frags. So the new additions popping off on, well, opposite maps. So it was Peeping and OG Wizard with 20 on the previous one, and now it's Fruit Cup here on Mirage with the same scoreline. That was an easy one.
I wonder, like, what kind of Fruit Cup it is? Like, what is his fruit of choice?
I always picture it as like that mixed fruit cup with the peaches and the pineapple and the cherries in it kind of thing. Like, that's what I envision whenever I think of fruit cup.
I mean, I think it's only ever been a peach fruit cup, now that I actually think about it.
Yeah.
Pears, for the odd folk out there?
Yeah, like the mixed one, you know? That's what I was trying to, like, that's the one I have.
One.
Yeah, with the cherries, the pears, and the peaches, and I think there's a little bit of pineapple in there as well. That's the one I always like to have.
True. That is an interview question. Or fruit cup, actually.
Definitely.
Fruit cup of choice. What if he's just like never had a fruit cup?
Everyone's had a fruit cup, right? I mean,
yeah, surely.
Right, in North America anyway. I feel like it's a staple, but
staple lunch item that typically
yeah.
never gets eaten.
I liked them as a kid, and I still like them.
All right.
One of my favorite things, man.
We'll hold the lunch discussion for a moment, because dinner time for Darty in the apartments was looking for that frag. Really still committed to the mid setup right now. Only 2 players available on this A site if an execute was to come through. OG Wizard's gonna underhand a grenade, and peeping up on the boost does deal with one. OG Wizard can't escape though, and now it's Fang inside of Connector's gonna step forward and find a kill. But that's not the defining round kill here. It's Infinite instead. Excellent headshot onto Freshie. Needed, necessary. And now Slight up in Palace. Infinite ducks away. Look at this from Fruit Cup though. Flashbang. Fruit Cup still playing for his life. Step forward and land the headshot onto Fang. The round is still live, but Infinite does swing out for a quick refrag there off of the contact. Fruit Cup gonna push past, and Ben Leet will connect the headshot. Party Astronauts stay in it.
Yeah, I like the initiative Fang took there towards mid after realizing that there's absolutely a player that was confirmed to that position, and then seeing the shadow of the Molotov being thrown up towards Cat. He knew exactly where the player was, so nice frag from him. Then rotating around and realizing that Fruit Cup was also in that position, loses that fight, but it's the information that's gained that's important, and the Party Astronauts hang on for an 8th round victory. But the economy's been built up so well for Boss. They got another full-on buy with Slight on the op. Oh yeah, that shot from Slight towards the end, it was a difficult one to hit, and obviously because he misses, it puts Fruit Cup in a dire situation. Anyway, Boss still have 4 rounds to work with here to try and finish off this map and end the night at a 1-1 tie, which will be good news for them because that means they still stay within playoff position, and they'll keep their record even at 500 at 10-10. Still need to get that last round though.
Oh, Infinite. Get that last round.
I thought Infinite should have had that.
Ooh, that's a big kill though. Infinite, I think he had to play behind those smokes. He just didn't have the assistance, but that extra kill from Fang. Finding ways to keep Party Astronauts alive. A flash through the smoke. Oh my goodness, it's Chaos and CT. But there's a refrag from Fruit Cup. Now Cryptic, back a triple. It's going to be the focal point here. All 3 players going to be landing in his crosshairs somehow. And he can play off of his teammates as well. A great off angle here. Slight rings out first. There you go. Cryptic with 1. Even gets a second. And surely that's enough. The ridiculous amounts of impact from Cryptic and Fruit Cup in this map. 24 and 24 for Fruit Cup at the very end, as well as Boss will go 1-1 on the night and secure a 13-8.
Wow. Look, Fruit Cup was solid, but Cryptic IDLing and getting 24 frags is, yeah, mind-blowing. Absolutely. I mean, just so well done on the side of Boss, a map that used to be their Achilles heel, now looking much more promising, right? I mean, they had the loss in overtime up against